you navigating the life you aspire to live? As we emerge from this past year of stress and anxiety, we could all use strategies to help navigate this next part of our journey. Dr. Joe Famularo, best-selling author of the new book, IOU Life Leadership, is joining us to share tools to live a more peaceful, happy, healthy, and exceptional life. Welcome, Doctor.
Thank you, Laura. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Now, after 30 years as an educational leader, what was your inspiration for writing your best-selling book, IOU Life Leadership?
Well, I've been very fortunate to be around hundreds of thought leaders and very successful people. However, my grandfather, Vincent Famularo, a great leader who served in both World War I and World War II, inspired me to write IOU Life Leadership. And based on many years of research and lessons and the stories that Vincent shared, I came up with an easy to remember acronym, IOU, to help us to live in a positive and effective manner, to help us gain greater self-awareness and reach peak performance. So each chapter begins with an inspiring story and lesson from this great American sailor, Vincent Famularo.
You share an entirely new way to view living and leading in life. Tell us about the concept of IOU Life Living.
Typically, when you hear IOU, you think of owing someone something. Well, in IOU Life Leadership, you owe yourself and others to be a life leader in all the roles that we have in life. IOU stands for inward, outward, and upward living. So it's an inside-out approach to living and leading. The three principles that make up IOU Life Leadership are inward living, that's the principle of thinking and self-reflection. Outward living is the principle of interacting with others and the world. And upward living is the principle of receiving the great life gifts of peacefulness, happiness, healthiness, and excellence, which I call your PH2E. P for peacefulness, H2, happiness, healthiness, and E for excellence.
And using that boat's propeller as a symbol or metaphor, how do we propel that PH2E?
Visualize a boat's propeller with 4 blades, each blade representing one of the PH2Es. So just as a propeller in a boat pushes a boat through the waves and currents, our life propeller pushes us through the challenges we have in our life. So the question is, how is your life propeller? Is it balanced and full? If you're struggling, maybe we need to work on one of those great life gifts of peacefulness, happiness, healthiness, and excellence. But we first must identify it. We offer a PH2E self-assessment at ph2.com, which you can get your own personalized life propeller and find out how your PH2E propeller is balanced or not.
And what are some tangible things our viewers can do today to start IOU living?
First, being aware of your inward and outward living. Your inward living is when you're thinking and by yourself and you're reflecting, and your outward living is your relationships, interacting with others. And then what is the byproduct of your inward and outward living? Is it upward living, or is it downward living, or is it mediocre? And so the book will help you to live more intentionally inwardly and align your inward attentions with your outward living. It will empower you to live intentionally in areas you can control and develop mental calmness on the things you can't control.
Find your copy of IOU Life Leadership at the website on your screen or at Amazon.com. And if you're ready to set sail for a life well led, take the free PH2E self-assessment at ph2e.com.